City Board of Assessment review. Today is Wednesday, February 11th. It's almost 9:15 a.m. And let's do a roll call. My name is Joe Saya.
Sue Straub.
Carl Masterful.
William Eppolito.
Bill Ryan.
Thank you. Just wanted to also remind everyone that these meetings are can be viewed live on YouTube, and they also can you can go back and view them at your convenience as well. Okay, so with that, I think we had the first two properties postponed to another day. So the first one up today is 319, 325 North Salina Street. Good morning. How are you? I feel like you've been here before, not necessarily for this property, but maybe for this property.
I have been here for this property, that is correct.
Okay. All right. We're not going to hold that against you. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to swear both you and Ann in, and then I'll read the property in, and then probably turn it over to you, ask a few questions, that kind of thing. Very informal. So if you can both raise your right hands, state your name for the record.
Michael Spellman.
Ann Gallagher.
Do you both affirm to tell the truth and give accurate information to the best of your ability?
I do.
I do.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. Again, 319-25 North Salina Street. Let me just pull the application. Okay, so this is a, what is this?
This is a mixed-use building.
Okay, so it's a mixed-use building, and what do we have for, is it office space on the first
So
floor?
the ground floor is comprised of predominantly retail space, and
Yeah.
then 3 stories above is apartment units. So there's approximately 25 apartment units, and on the ground floor, there's 4 to 5 retail units.
Okay, and 319 North Salina is, what's the nearest cross street?
Salt Street and Pearl Street. It's right next to Helio Health Facility, if you're familiar with that.
Okay.
And it's a couple blocks west of St. Joseph's Hospital, I'm sorry.
Okay, all right, fair enough, I got you. Okay, so we have a current tentative assessed value of $1,141,000, $1,141,000 with a land value of $60,000. That would be a fair market value of $2,194,000. Yes, $2,194,231. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $496,087, and that would be an assessed value of $257,965. Let me just see if I can pull anything out of here. It doesn't look like I can. Okay. I will turn it over to you. Is this in litigation?
Yes, it is. So there's active petitions filed on this property for both 24 and 25 years.
Okay. Thank you.
I have copies that I'd like to present to the board that just encapsulates the 3 most recent annual rent rolls of the property, as well as the income and expense statements for the most 3 recent calendar years as well.
Okay. I can take them all if you like. Okay.
So, as you alluded to, I have been here before on behalf of the property owner, and In my analysis that I present, I rely on an income capitalization approach based on the property's actual financial collections, which I've just handed to you, and it demonstrates that the market value that should be significantly lower than the current market value at which the property is currently assessed at.
When you say you analyze per what you've actually received,
Yes, that is correct.
so you put no value on the things that are unoccupied.
We did use a 7% vacancy and collection loss percentage in our analysis to account for those vacant units. I don't know how well you recall, this property has been subject to persistent vacancies, evictions, non-paying tenants. The property owner either attended a hearing last year or the year prior, and he pretty much alluded to the fact that the neighboring mental health and substance abuse center,
That's what it's bringing back.
Yeah,
That's why I was
he-
looking a little
he
fuzzy.
has
Okay, so this is
articulated to
that
me.
property.
Yes.
That's, as you said, next to Helio Health.
Yes,
And there's
and-
issues with that next door.
Yes, and he has been adamant that there's been disruptive behavior and loitering around the premises, which has adversely impacted his ability to retain new tenants and find new ones.
So what is the actual vacancy?
So according to the latest rent roll, which I had supplied to you, 6 of the dwelling units, there are about approximately 25 dwelling units, one that is for the super, and then the remaining units are all rented to individuals. 6 of the units are either not being rented right now or vacant or in eviction proceedings. And for the commercial units, there are 2 units that are currently vacant as well,
So 2 out of 4 and
2 out of 5
2 out of 5
Yes.
Commercial units.
are currently vacant.
2 out of 5 are currently vacant, and then 6 out of 25 are currently vacant of the apartments.
That is correct.
How long they've been vacant? Just roughly.
He's had persistent vacancies. I can't attest to the fact that it's been the same units year over year, but he has had the same, it's been roughly the same, if not higher, for the previous years as well. Yes.
And anything else you want to add initially, or I'll go over to Ann?
I think I also enclosed a copy of one of the commercial leases for the board to consider. But as I mentioned, the financials as well as the surrounding character of the neighborhood, I believe adversely impacts the overall market value of the property and should be taken into consideration.
We'll go through all your information, of course, that you provided, and appreciate you providing a packet for everybody individually, which is nice. Ann?
Because it's in litigation, I'm just going to give you some comms. There was a reduction in the assessment to the current 1.14 back in '24. It was lowered by 209,000. Just, for the record, but because it's in litigation, that I think I'll just rest with that.
Has the property been listed for sale?
To my knowledge, no. In the last 2 years, no.
So, let's see here.
We will, if there's any new information, obviously, we will review it. Income and expense, for the last year, we will review it to see if there's something. But
And
again,
I've spoken with the property owner. I was able to supply one of the commercial leases, but he's in the midst of relocating. But he indicated to me that he could forward that once he has the opportunity to, and I'd be happy to supplement that to the board as well.
And I guess it could be noted that this was purchased for $1.5 million on May 31st of 2018. not to your point as far as what's on the market, but, or it being on the market, but the current owner paid $1.5 million on May 31st of 2018. Just as an FYI. I assume that was an arm's length
Yes.
transaction.
Mhm.
Good stuff. Okay. All right. Okay. Anything else you want to add?
I think that's it. Once you have the opportunity to review, if you require any additional information, I could be in contact with the property owner.
Definitely reach out.
But
I'm sure your number's on here.
Yes, but I think he just wanted me to reiterate the consistent problems he's been challenged with to the board.
There you go.
I think he just wanted me to reiterate the persistent problems that he's been facing to the board.
Yes.
Make sure you're aware of that.
Yes. And I guess this is a good question, I think, for me to ask counsel. When something's in litigation, I mean, are our hands tied also? No. So if we wanted to make a change, we could usually defer to litigation, but I just wanted to know where we stood as far as that was concerned. So it is something that we can make decisions on, irrespective of it being in litigation. Okay. So I wanted to get standing on that. So thank you very much for coming in, and we will review everything that both you and the city submitted, and then the city will send a notice out first week of April.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. And you got your thing there, that's good. Your chain,
Oh, yes. Thank you for that.
good. Guy said he was gonna try to sell it or something, and I was
Oh,
like,
boy.
oh, well, you better get down there quick.
Yes. Something did feel a little off. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good day.
Oh, thank you. My son and I went to the Wednesday practice run.
11:41.
It is
Part of this?
very difficult
No.
place to
Oh.
reach.
Oh, I'm sorry, the time.
the time.
Okay, I was thinking the address. Okay, thank you very much. You can cross off the property at 11:40. 11:40 today was on another day, so you can cross that off for today. Yeah. I'll ask her when she comes in. Yeah, before I cross it off. When it's fine. Good morning, how are you? Good, thank you. Got a few properties here.
Yes.
I'm going to swear you in a second, but is there any particular order that you want us to go in as far as these are concerned? Oh, as a matter of fact, why don't I give you this? Don't take it with you, but just take a peek and see if they're in the order that is somewhat acceptable, because I know that that's how she has these.
Excuse me one second. Are
Sure.
you also representing 3068 Erie Boulevard?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you.
I believe they're by time, which is how I'm organized as well. So that is perfect.
I think it's good. Okay, all right. I think I'll leave that here just in case for
Wonderful.
future. And, okay, then I will in fact start off with 3068 Erie Boulevard and then work my way down as far as these are concerned. Okay, that sounds good. So if I could swear you in, if you could raise your right hand, state your name for the record.
Natalie McIntosh?
Do you affirm to tell the truth and give accurate information to the best of your ability?
I do.
Okay, great. And we got Ann, so we're all set there. All right, so let me just, what I'll end up doing is just reading in each property first, but we'll do them one at a time because I assume they're separate situations and
Yes.
arguments and what have you. Okay, very good. Just get this here. Okay, so this is 3068 Erie Boulevard East. Let me just find the petition here. Okay, 3068 Erie Boulevard East, commercial building. Current tentative assessed value $576,000 with a land value of $292,500. That would be a fair market value of $1,107,692. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $72,000, and that would be an equatable assessed value of $37,440. And so this is is this an auto zone?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is an auto zone. It's a ground lease property with owner-occupied freestanding auto parts retail store. It also has about 20 spaces of accessory parking. There was a reduction from the board last year, which we're just seeking a rollback on this property. If we
Seeking what?
a rollback to last year's fair market value.
Okay. So there was a reduction last year
Yes.
and then an increase this year? No.
No, but with the equalization rate, the market value increased. So
Okay.
we're seeking to bring the market value back to $1,001,739, which would be an AV of $520,904 for 2026.
Okay. All right. And okay. All right. I gotcha. And the equalization rate is 52?
Correct.
52, not 52.5. 52.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Very good. And you use that, I assume.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So nothing's changed. It's just you're asking to bring it back to last year's numbers.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. And
Excuse me. I do have some comps, and I was going to mention it was reduced. So now that we know that, again, I don't believe this is currently in litigation, right?
No, I don't believe so.
Excuse me. I'll give you some comps now that we know that. I can discuss it with the, if the commissioner wants to make a recommendation or we'll go from there, but.
okay. Anything else you want to add?
That on this property.
Okay. Then we have. .308 North McBride Street. And that's what that is. Okay. So 308 North McBride Street, this is a commercial building.
Nope.
No, it's not.
This is the parking lot, or one of.
Oh, okay. I was wondering, commercial, but parking lot.
So 308 North McBride and 600 James. 600 James Street is an apartment building.
Okay.
And I believe 308 North McBride is the accompanying parking.
600 James is the building, and 308 North McBride Street is the parking lot. Okay. As for numbers, we have a current tentative assessed value of $60,000 with a land value of $60,000. That would be a market value of $115,385. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $7,500, and that would be an assessed value of $3,900. Okay. And again, this is the parking lot. Is this, if you think of it, if any of these are in litigation, if you can let us know, and/or I might remember to ask.
Absolutely. So for this property specifically, I have aggregate numbers. I don't have them individually.
Okay,
So I have it together with 600 James.
okay. Do you want me to read 600 James in, and then we do them together,
That would be wonderful,
based on your numbers?
please.
Okay. So we've got that read in there. Fine. And then let's go to 600 James Street. So this is the commercial building. End of things. Current tentative assessed value of $2,200,000 with a land value of $70,000. That would be an assessed value of that would be a full market value of $4,230,769. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $275,000, which would be an assessed value of $143,000. Okay, so we got those two. I'll turn it over to you.
Absolutely. So as just merely jurisdictional for the rest of these properties, we are seeking for 10% value just to retain our claim for any future litigation. So that's why that number is at 10% there. This is a 7-story apartment building, 63 units. We have 30 studios, 26 one-bedrooms, and 7 two-bedrooms.
Is there any, you submitted a bunch of stuff, but it pertains to both properties. I've got it in the one file, but,
I do believe so, but I can double-check and follow up after the conferences.
okay. Yeah, if you can just confirm that, and this is the apartment building. Anything else you want to add here? And you gave me something for,
No, not yet.
not for
Again,
this, but for the parking lot you did.
no, I
Oh,
still,
you got it
yes.
there too.
So
Okay.
I just want to make a note that we do need, you said these aren't actual profit and loss statements, they're averages?
I did not prepare the documents that were initially sent in. I've only reviewed them, so I'm unsure, but I can follow up with the attorney who
Okay.
has and get back to you on that as well.
Okay, I'm going to submit again in litigation. I will submit some comparables. We will review any new information. If there's any, discussion with the commissioner, we'll take that into consideration. But yeah, as long as we have actual profit and loss, not the averages.
Okay, so, and again, 3068 was not in litigation, but
Correct.
these next two are. All right, 308. Okay. I think I got my notes. Next one I have is 132 Highland Ave.
Yes, so I have here 132 Highland, 94147 James, and 923 James, all as one economic unit.
132 Highland, 941, 47 James, 923 James. So I'm assuming that you want these read in together then.
Yes, please.
Okay, 132 Highland Ave. So is this the commercial building?
It's vacant lot.
This is a vacant lot. Okay, and I didn't look at the assessed value before I asked that question, so thank you.
If it is, we're in trouble.
Yes. I'm going to go out and buy some lots. Okay, so I'll look at that going forward here. But this here is a vacant lot, 132 Highland Ave, and we have a current tentative assessed value of $2,500, land value of $2,500. That would be a fair market value of $4,808. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $312, and that would be a equatable assessed value of $162. Then we have 941-47 James Street. This here, I'm going to assume this is a commercial building.
Yes.
Yes.
941,
And what, is it apartments? Is it,
Yeah, so this is a 3-story apartment complex. It has 135 units in total, 89 studios, and 46 one-bedrooms. This is 923, correct, that we're speaking on?
this is actually
941.
941-47.
So there are 82 units located at that location.
Okay. All right, let me just read in some numbers. It's just on the sheet, it just has commercial checked off, and so I'm just going by the assessed value to see what we're dealing with. Again, assessed value, current tentative, $2,400,000, with a land value of $315,100. That would be an equatable that would be a fair market value of $4,615,385. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $300,000, and that would be an assessed value of $156,000. This now is 923 James Street. And this is an apartment complex also.
Yes, there are 53 units at this location.
So numbers wise, current tentative assessed value, $1,560,000 with a land value of $145,300. That would be a fair market value of $3 million. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $195,000, and that would be an assessed value of $101,400. Okay. So you told us what they were. Any other feedback?
Nothing on this one.
Nothing on this one or the other two?
No.
Okay.
And these are also in litigation, as long as we have the original profit and losses, income and expense. There's some comps, but we will review anything that's new. And the equalization rate is 52, not 52.5.
52. Excellent, thank you. Okay, 132. Yeah, there was some question on that yesterday. That's why I was asking.
And you got me wondering.
Yeah, no, it was not, I was not questioning you.
Oh, you can.
It was, yesterday, 52.5 came up, and then Sue pointed out, she checked, and it was 52, and that's why I wanted to just confirm the confirm, because I don't really trust Sue. Kidding. Okay, so next up is what? Is it a single is it, I should have said this. I have 807, 809 Lodi, but is there, it looks like, okay.
Yes, so it's 80709 Lodi, 805 Lodi, and 753 James Street is one unit.
Good. Okay, then I'll read those three in. Let me just make a couple notes here. So let's see, I'll go in the order that we have. Okay, I'm gonna assume this is a vacant lot.
Or 753?
Actually, 807, 809 Lodi.
Yes.
So, once again, 807-09 Lodi Street, vacant lot. Current tentative assessed value is 17,900 with a land value of 17,900. That would be a market value of 34,423. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $2,237, and that would be an equatable assessed value of $1,163. Then we have 805 Lodi Street. I'll assume that this is a vacant lot also.
Yes.
Current tentative assessed value, $20,925, with a land value of $20,925. That would be a market value of $40,240. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $2,615, which would be an assessed value of $1,360. We have the commercial building. Is this the skyline?
Yes. I do believe so. Yes, this is Skyline Apartments.
Okay, current tentative assessed value, $8,850,000, with a land value of $850,000. That would be a market value of $17,019,231. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $1,106,250. That would be an assessed value of $575,250. So with that, I turn it over to you.
So this is a vacant 12-story apartment high-rise. It has 367 units. 63 units are studios, 297 are one-bedrooms, and 7 are two-bedrooms. This property has been vacant for at least 2 years, 100% vacant. It is not ready for occupancy, and it's currently undergoing repairs. They have not maintained a rent roll due to these vacancies, and the only expense on the property is a cell tower.
Cell tower, the only income?
I have that listed as an expense, but I can follow up.
Assuming it's
Yeah, if there's a
income.
cell tower, I'm sure they're getting something.
Right, right. Yeah, just confirm that, because there's got to be, income coming from, whoever owns the cell tower.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And in litigation, I would like to clear up the cell tower that may have been presented prior to, but I don't have any information on that. Normally, it's a higher spot, so I'm assuming there's some rent coming in.
Yes. I think that was just a typo, and you can get that information, that would be good.
Absolutely.
Okay, then looks like I have two final. Are they together?
Yes.
Right, okay. I'll read those and let me just make a couple notes. He's in litigation also?
Yes.
Okay. So if I'm correct, the only one that's not in litigation is the 3068 Erie Boulevard East and Thompson Road.
That's my understanding, yes.
Okay. Okay, let me read both of these in then. These are apartment complex.
Yes.
Okay, first one, 420 Jamesville Ave. Current tentative assessed value, $2,880,000 with a land value of $98,300. That would be a market value, fair market value of $5,538,462. Petitioner's estimate of fair market value, $360,000. That would be an equatable assessed value of $187,200. And then we have 438 Jamesville Ave. Current tentative assessed value of $5,070,000 with a land value of $218,300. That would be a market value of $9,750,000. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $633,750. And that would be an equatable assessed value of $329,550. Okay.
So this is an apartment complex with 8 three-story buildings, 267 units in total. There are 131 one-bedroom units and 136 two-bedroom units. It is also 100% vacant and not ready for occupancy.
So, and do we have, well, let me stay with this one for a second, and then I'll go back to the Skyline. Do we have a time frame on renovations and when this will be up and running?
Not to my knowledge, no. I just know that they're having many issues with the property in terms of renovations. So,
Okay, and how about the Skyline?
similarly.
Okay.
This red show that the plan talked about in October that it would be fully operational by 30.
Which one? The Skyline. But by the 30th of what?
April of this year.
Oh,
I don't know how realistic that is.
I know there's been conversation on getting them available as soon as possible, but
well, yeah.
I'm unsure of a timeline at this time.
Okay. That would be, I go by it every day, of course, as you do. And actually, just yesterday, I noticed that there's less boarded up windows. So they're definitely moving on that. There was a lot of boarded up stuff, and now looks like newer windows, and so things are, the wheels are turning. But that would be real aggressive, I think. Just because maybe the apartments, but I don't know about the commercial spaces downstairs. But anyway, I was just curious as to, you know, if there was a time frame based on,
course.
You know, what you have. And
Same, you know,
Yeah.
repeat, but there's some comps again. There's really, on these, there's nothing to review as far as new information, but they are in litigation.
We similarly haven't maintained rent rolls for this property because of the vacancy, so.
say again?
As the previous property, we don't have rent rolls because of the renovations.
Okay. Anything you want to add in closing? I mean, we pretty much, you know, did everything in cluster, individual.
Just in review, what would be a good email to forward any documents to?
Your email to forward documents to, if she has to do that.
Oh, wonderful. And then, so we're looking for the actual profit and loss, not averages, for 8859, oh, I apologize, that's my file number, 600 James, 308 North McBride, as well as 923 James, 941-47 James, and 132 Highland, and then the cell tower information for 753 James in Lodi, 805 Lodi, 80709 Lodi. Was there anything else that the board needs from me at this time?
Yeah, I think it's.
Yeah, that'd be great. And if you want to, go over to Michelle's desk, she'll give you
Wonderful.
Good. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you so much for your time, everyone.
See this number 13.
Michael the Pemco lot.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I think it was.
Wouldn't it have to have been?
Yeah.
Okay, because he said.
No, you're right.
Like 180 maybe?
Right.
No.
I just want to read
Okay, hold on.
I mean, if you're trying to get them over the border as much as you can, drones is a way.
That's true, you can fly over
And
and,
then you can also see where agents are and figure out where you want to try to probe other places.
You know, and it
Makes
has
sense
more
to me.
value than,
I wouldn't think you'd have to shoot them down.
I mean, I'm thinking, I guess when I hear drones, I'm thinking Reaper, but it could.
I hear it's shooting down drones, I say to myself, unless it's the big We have blocking.
Without shooting them down?
Without shooting them, it just basically kills the signal.
I see. Well, that might have been what they did.
Ones for the Iranian drones in the sea there.
Well, I don't,
They're firing missiles.
they're all blocked.
Really?
Now, those are nation states, so it's a little bit more dangerous. But
Yeah.
And there's
that's big money in the
still some
military.
windows
Research and
boarded
development
up,
right now is how to counter
not a
drones.
ton.
Less expensive.
And then there's a bunch boarded up on So take a, gander on your way. I mean, it's,
Go down James Street, but
Blocking
I
those things.
occasionally do like
Usually, one of the big problems with the signal is
spell.
so big problem, dead space with that. And then they also have things like net technology. Basically, if you're net, that's got to be pretty close. And I think they're also researching basically drone on drone to say, you send up a drone to disable that drone. A lot of money in that area.
He's coming up on the side of this.
I haven't seen it.
Good because of the crane.
You know what's really
That's the first one. So now you realize you got
Hey,
things up.
thank you for coming out. Within a few minutes, I think.
Fight each other.
I saw a video.
That's
10 years ago, where someone took a drone, a regular commercial drone,
it is.
and
Scary.
they
I almost hit
modified it
someone.
to fire a pistol,
I mean, I was lucky that nobody was.
so they could take it around and just shoot it with the drone. And it was basically a proof of concept to say that yes, they did it.
How are you? Good, good.
A little bit steep in the morning, but
That's all right, that's all right. I got
I'm
the-
here for San Win.
Yeah, I got the note.
Yep,
That's fine.
yeah, thank you.
No problem. So I'm going to swear you in 1 second here.
Aye, sure.
But yes, I got that.
Appreciate it.
And I'll call you up as soon as they're ready for you.
Yeah, I told you many times, like, when your age is going older, so just give it away or maybe sell it. Don't take too much on your hand.
Well, yeah, we'll get into that.
Yeah.
If you can raise your right hand. Yep. State your name for the record.
My name is Tuan Nguyen.
Okay. Do you affirm to tell the truth and give accurate information to the best of your ability?
Yes, anything to.
Okay. All right. Very good. What's your relation to Sang?
That's my sister,
Your sister?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Very good. Okay.
a different dad.
What's that?
That's a different dad.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. So I got authorization here, so no problem there. And this is 825-29 Butternut Street. I'm just going to read it in. Okay. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So this is the old the KFC building.
Yeah, that's a
on the
bargain.
corner of Park and Butternut.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, because she's come in before, I think.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Yep. She keep asking about the price, so I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And so let me read in some numbers here. So current tentative assessed value is $150,000 with a land value of $100,000. That would be an assessed, a full market value of $288,462. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $100,000, and that would be an assessed value of $52,000, hence the 52%. And we have authorization for you to speak on behalf of your sister,
Thank you.
so we're okay there. And, yeah, I don't know if she came in last year or the year before, but I
Yeah,
know
last
she's
year.
been in
Yep.
before. And I think we lowered it
Yeah.
a little bit.
She
I
told me about that.
think,
Yep.
if
Mhm.
any, when was that, Okay. All right, no problem. I'm just trying to recall memory. But, okay, so there's nothing in the file as far as information is concerned other than the application, and it doesn't look like you brought anything.
Yeah.
So you don't have anything to submit
No.
paperwork-wise?
Yeah.
Okay, so you just have some commentary.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
And the problem is, he told me before when I get here, it's that building is right now is a bargain. So she have a lot of things to fix, and and another thing is homeless. They always broke it down window or the roof and get inside. And I saw a lot of mess inside. So that's the
Yeah, but
best way.
this I mean, this is going on too long.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
This was, again, if she came in last year or the year before, we were sympathetic to the situation, and we gave her a lot of suggestions as to what she should do. What has she done?
Right.
No, I'm asking you.
Oh.
What has she done since that time to the property?
Oh, it's the first thing is you have to hire people, to clean up the mess inside, and then something she
Did she
need
do
to.
that?
Yeah, and then she,
So the inside is all cleaned up,
yeah, clean up.
and she has it boarded up,
Yeah,
so nobody can get in.
yeah. Right now, what I'm saying, but later on after vacation, she get back home. I don't know. I'm not sure. But I'm always go that way to keep an eye on, see, what they open. That's all.
And
Yeah.
she's on vacation currently?
Yeah. They have
Okay.
to, take, to go back to California to visit, his family. So that's
Okay,
all. Yep.
all right. So I think you, not making any decisions, okay, today, but I'm not real excited that,
Yeah.
nothing's really happening on her end.
Right.
Okay. Okay, 2023.
Wow.
2023, so I didn't know if it was, all right, so 3 years ago.
2 years. Yeah.
She came in, I remember, and we reduced it $50,000
Wow.
at that
That's nice.
time.
Yeah, that's
So
nice.
it must have been at 200,000. And so just, I know, I think you understand, but, when she came in, this is 2026, so this was 3 years ago.
Right.
She came in with the same information,
Yeah.
okay? And, we were sympathetic at that time to, her situation and tried to do our part by reducing it, the $50,000.
Right.
So, you're telling me in 3 years, she basically cleaned up the inside.
Yeah.
That doesn't work.
Yeah.
She's got to do, much more. I understand, I live over there.
Right.
So, I'm by there. My wife teaches around the corner in Franklin, so we're there.
Oh,
I
okay.
know what the situation is.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Yeah.
She bought the property, you got to deal with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, in that regard, I'm not speaking for anybody on the board, but, I'm going to say I'm not too interested in another reduction
Yeah.
at this time. She's got to do something.
Right.
So,
What I try to say, if I get back, once I get back home after vacation, and I told her, if you do something more and you can, try to concern to the church again, and see what they try to say. But the cleanup is not a big deal, So
absolutely, it's an ongoing deal. It's an
Yeah.
ongoing process.
Exactly,
Hey,
yeah.
that's what,
Yeah.
property ownership is.
Okay. All right.
There's no two ways about it.
I know. I told her before when she got that, and she don't listen because I know the north side is going down a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
No, and it's she's got to get she's either got to go gun ho and renovate and get a business in there,
Right,
right?
right.
And then the homeless won't be sitting on the step.
Yep.
And,
Yep.
you know, there won't be garbage all over the place because
Yep.
there's a business there.
Exactly.
With nothing there,
Yep.
this is what's happening.
Yep.
So, you know, it's
Just more.
you have to do different things to get different results.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, nothing's going to change.
Sometimes he try to get more people to get to rent that place.
Do what?
To rent that place.
Yeah,
to
well,
open
that's okay too.
But they don't.
Understood.
They don't.
Understood.
Yeah.
Then the other alternative is she needs to bite the bullet and sell it
Yeah, that's
to
it.
somebody that is going to go. You know,
Yeah.
I mean there's no two
Yeah,
ways
no
about it.
reason. Yeah,
you know.
exactly. Yeah, I understand.
So you're kind of hearing where I'm coming from. I'm not sure where the rest of the board is, but I know where I am.
Yeah. Hmm.
So
Yeah,
anyway,
I think a lot.
Property's never been, she hasn't offered it for sale, correct?
She tried a lot of offer from now on because, you know, she's sick about that.
Currently listed?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I didn't ask her.
okay.
That's her property.
And just so the board is aware, so the land value is 100.
Oh, that.
So there's only 50,000 on the building,
Yeah.
obviously to reflect the condition of the building. So there's more value in the land.
Sure there is. No,
You know.
that's a great corner.
Yeah.
You know, again, I know
Yeah.
what the issues are,
Mm-hmm.
but they're not going to disappear until somebody gets in there,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
And
Yep.
starts either renting or ownership, or
Something,
turns it back into something.
Yes.
But it's a great corner. You know, I mean, Burger King still thrives down the road.
That's not good either. Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't?
No, they closed.
Burger
it.
King closed?
Yeah. And then they knock all the window down
like
too.
that?
The glass. They
I'm
broke
supposed
all
to
the
know
glass.
that,
out.
so
Yeah.
I apologize.
No, because you don't keep an eye on. You know, that's a mess.
I'm telling you that Burger King's thriving and it's not.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right,
so
well,
sorry
anyways,
about that too.
Scratch that.
Yeah. Mhm.
But no, so we recognize the area, but
Yeah.
How long has the owner owned it?
quite some time, I think.
Maybe
Do we know, Ann? Is it
4 or
on
5
there?
years.
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
Okay, so
2020
she bought
maybe?
it, yeah, so she bought it in October, or October 20th of 2020 for $175,000.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So 5.5 years,
Yeah.
roughly,
Yeah.
coming on 5.5 years.
Before she got a good deal for that, but she thought like the business deal will go back up, but it's nothing going on.
Well, it's and that's okay, and that is if that's her thoughts that
Yeah.
you know it's too far gone.
Right.
That's okay. She might not be wrong, but then you know the city can't subsidize the issue,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
She's just got to bite the bullet,
Yeah.
give it away and
Yes,
get rid of
that's
the
all.
problem.
Yeah.
That's somebody that's going to attack it and put the money into it.
Yeah. That's all we can do. So.
And I apologize about bringing up Burger King when it's closed.
Oh,
It
yeah.
makes me look
too.
stupid.
Yeah. Me too.
So, and that was a stupid comment.
Yeah. It,
I should have known. So anyway, further on the record, I'm sorry about
the
that.
thing that what I'm worried is the Franklin score. You know, that's a big worry. So, you know.
It's a big worry as far as what?
You know, people mess it up around, you know, so that's all. I just don't want, the kid to get hurt. You know, that's all.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And the library right there too, so that's bad.
Yes. No,
I told the city, cop all the time, the 10 years before you can clean it up the north side. And right now you don't do that. That's bad. That's a bad thing.
Oh, yeah.
So,
No, there's challenges and when the better weather rolls around, all hell breaks loose. So
Yeah,
I know
that's
it's a problem.
yeah.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
But to wish it away isn't going to happen.
Hopefully, yeah.
So
hopefully.
she's just got to take some action.
Yep.
Whatever that might
Thank
be.
you. Appreciate it. Nice to see you, guy and lady. So.
Okay.
This is the first time I'm here, so.
Yeah, no, appreciate you coming in on her
Yeah.
behalf, and we'll definitely take everything into consideration.
Right.
Again, though, I had to bring up what we did a few years ago,
Right.
and there was some agreement on her end that she was going to do this, that, and the other thing, but it doesn't look like much of that happened.
Yeah, yeah, that's
so,
right.
you know.
I understand. Yeah, thank you.
But thank you
Appreciate
for
it.
coming in, and the city will send a notice first week of April.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you for everything. Yeah, for your help. Enjoy your day.
Yes, you do. And thank you for coming in. I just gotta run.
was up for sale, 7 homes. It sold for 150 less. Because people sell the nice seats cheap. Last year, we able to take my daughter. We got courtside seats for $29 a ticket. Never know.
Yeah, right. This year special.
Yeah.
Find right next to that X. All right.
He was that actually, yeah, he was doing it some years ago, but he dressed. He loved it. He was all over.
There's a base in Louisiana, Fort Polk, middle of nowhere, much like the training facility in California. Basically nothing. It's like 45 minutes to get to a real grocery store. So you really are just a military community. And every time I'd get a list of places I could go, it's always on there. I'm like, wait, it's always got it. It's always on there. I think one of the cooler ones I had was in
No, I mean,
Pacific,
they were together.
in an island that was 2 miles long, 3/4 mile wide. It was 800 and something miles southwest of Hawaii. Hawaii was Blair's nearest landmass. And it's called Johnson Atoll. It was part of the island campaign. World War II, they were using it as a jumping point. But they ended up turning it into a construction.
Yes.
That was the first place we did it. And so I was out there for 16
You know somebody by
months.
that? Yeah.
I was single. The bluest water I ever saw in my life. It used to be actually, it was first found by guano, basically bird poop. And they used to go there and mine it. That was its first real use. They also used it to launch nuclear weapons for testing in the 50s and 60s. I had some of the best food I ever had in the military. And recreation, everything was free. Even you could get a boat. You had to pay for the gas for the boat, but the boat was free. Outriggers, scuba diving, outdoor movie theater.
Was that all military?
There was contractors that did the actual burning of it, but it was military that protected it and moved the munitions around.
She's all about it.
I used to tell people, I would never thought I would have walked into a bunker and it's got 55-gallon drums full of VX. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah, no, she's all about it.
Most of them were artillery shells when I got there. We still had the VX landmines with 1-ton containers of mustard agent still. Thankfully, they used to have rockets, and the rocket, the propellant was stored in the rocket. So they would notoriously leak, but they got rid of them all. It was the first thing. But you don't, when they were still at the island, they would have to leak every because it was just. And when they had those, when I was there, we only really did shipment of the munitions 6 days a week. And at that point, they were doing 24/7. Because at any time, something could go terribly wrong. But it was a beautiful place I've been. Even better than Florida.
Yeah. And my buddy that I was telling you about there,
Well, that's good.
Yeah. We should be on Montgomery, I believe.
A lot of people do get out. It's like, just because the money's family lifestyle. You get bonuses for it, but it's not as much.
Is this Montgomery, Joe?
Yeah.
That's lucky right there.
Washington, I wonder which one that is. Okay, all set for you. Yes. Good morning, how are you?
Fine, thank you. Hello,
Good.
everybody.
Hi.
Hi.
So you're here for 201 Montgomery Street in Washington.
That's correct.
Washington Street, okay. All right, let me just swear you both in if I could. If you could both raise your right hands. State your name for the record.
Christopher Montante.
You affirm to tell the truth and give accurate information to the best of your ability?
Yes.
Okay, very good. All right, so 201 Montgomery Street, surface parking lot. Let me just read a little information in here if I could. We've got a current tentative assessed value of $180,000 with a land value of $180,000. Let's see, I got two different figures. Let me go with what the city says, 346, 154, as far as market value is concerned. We'll check that and confirm it. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $100,000, and that would be an assessed value of $52,000. So if I'm going on, is this the one next to Key Bank, or,
Directly across the street from City Hall.
okay, from the front door, so it's that lot there? Okay, so it's across from the Key Bank parking lot.
Former section of Genesee Street before it was removed.
Okay.
It's that kind of diagonal little area right opposite City Hall, where the city employees park. And
Yes.
we have the lot next door, and we have the Hills building next door to that. So we have
Okay.
adjoining property.
Okay, all right. Okay,
And we bought this little sliver from the
Okay.
city last
Okay.
year.
and that's this 201.
That's correct.
Yeah, okay, all right. Let me just take a look, see if, okay, so I see. April 9th of 2025, you paid $240,000, a cash deal for this piece here. And then
We
the Hills
responded to an
building.
RFP from the city, and
Okay.
we won that bid.
Okay, all right, very good. Okay, so it sounds like, so you paid,
$240.
240, okay. And now we're thinking it's worth 100.
That's right.
Okay. How do we get to that?
We bid on the entire site. We had proposed a future project that we would build a multi-story building on both parcels, and they wanted to see that. So they said, well, we'll sell you this land, but in the interim, before you develop it, we want to maintain our parking spaces. So that was a negotiation after the appraisal that the city got, was a negotiation after we had bid. And so the impact of that is a deed restriction that runs with the land. So any future owner would have to provide half of the spaces for free to the city forever, as long as it is a surface parking lot. That's a requirement. So this was a difference in from the original bid, from the original expectation, from the original bargain. And we're agreeable because we're adjoining owners, because we have this plan to develop. We, in essence, overpaid for it through assemblage premiums that make sense to us. We're able to secure access now from Washington. We also now have dual access, and we have a larger development site. We had a nice development site already with our existing parking lot, but with this other one, it provided us that dimension and that ability so it has value to us. As a standalone, however, it's effectively 11 parking spaces along a very small, narrow stretch of former Genesee Street. And if I may, just to illustrate that.
Is it 11 parking spaces in total, or plus the 10 that the city uses?
So this is the parcel, and the city occupies 10 spaces here on the widest part. This is the former Genesee Street piece that's adjacent to our parking lot. We have 11 spaces along here.
Okay.
That's it. And then we have a much larger parking lot beyond that. But it's its own independent tax parcel. If we were to sell it to someone, they would have to provide free parking here.
Okay.
And notably, you really can't build anything on here. Its highest and best use is as a surface parking lot unless it was purchased by an adjoining owner. So we had a very good exchange with the city and the mayor, and everything was fine. And we agreed to pay that premium. But when they imposed this deed restriction that runs with the land, they effectively reduced dramatically the income potential. I've provided a pro forma that shows the income capitalization as a full parcel with 21 spaces versus the result with the restrictive easement of just 11 spaces. And that's where we had capitalized it to a value conclusion of 100,000. So on this page, we have what the value was to us with 21 spaces, and on that column is the value that we have with just the 11 spaces. Because we have to also provide maintenance, insurance, pay taxes on the other 10. So it really reduced our NOI, our net operating income, by 60%. So we feel that that's a commensurate reduction in value. So if the city wants free spaces, they can't also claim that it's valuable to us to the tune of 300,000 or 340, wherever it was. So we had a nice conversation with Matt, and I don't want to speak for him, but he seemed very agreeable with this notion of assemblage value and this whole income thought. But he's one of the free parkers there, so he had to defer to the board. So we think it's pretty cut and dry. We have effectively more than half of our spaces that were just fronting for a period of time before we decide to go forward and develop the site. The rub for us is that if the assessment stays where it is, we will actually have a negative NOI. The taxes would exceed our ability to produce income. So it's kind of, we have to approach the board with this one, and we're willing to kind of go through a whole process beyond this if necessary, because we're pretty certain that the methodology followed here is in keeping with the standards of professional appraisal practice and assessment, valuing it in use without any speculative valuation or assemblage premiums and things like that. So we kind of like our argument and think that it's very supportable and would ask.
And this was part of a purchase of many lots, did you say?
We just purchased this one sliver last year, but we already had owned the adjoining parking lot and the adjoining building to that. So we own the Hills building and the parking lot next to the Hills building, and we assembled this little sliver, and we won the bid. I think the next highest bid was like 150,000.
And you won the bid prior to knowing that the city was going to want 10 spaces?
Absolutely.
Oh,
and the
interesting.
appraisal that the city had gotten also did not contemplate that there was going to be a deed restriction that ran with the land.
So now you're into it, and then, hey,
If you want to close, and you're not going to build this thing right away, I mean, we don't have that ability yet. It takes more than a couple of years to build something like that. This is over a $100 million project. So they said, in the interim, why don't we cut a deal? Keep everything status quo, which is, we agreed to that. We paid that amount. But now, when looking at it from an assessment standpoint, it really is as a standalone, very restricted by this easement.
and do you have a, subject to change, of course, but do you have a time frame with respect to actually doing the project that you're planning?
So we're marketing this, and we had represented at the time that it's probably about a 5-year window when we were negotiating this. And that was, they wanted us to accelerate. They were trying to incentivize us, I guess, to speed up that process. So they're like, we're going to keep our parking then. If you want to close it, so that we did that.
So you're looking at maybe 2030 or something to that
That's about the timeline, unless we attract, with everything going on in this town, which seems to be favorable, it seems like maybe we'll get some activity in downtown. And we have a beautiful development site there that we can tie in with this historic Hills building, and we presented in our RFP our concept plan, which they really, really liked. But then it was like, well, to close it, we want you to start on it right away. We're like, well, that's not how it works. So in this interim period, we've got this little standalone piece with effectively 11 parking spaces on it.
Bless you. Okay.
Thank you for all that. Appreciate it.
Okay. Anything you want to add? Okay. Ann?
It was my understanding that the 10 spots were presented at the beginning of the negotiation, the RFP. If you've spoken to Matt, I have not. So we're going to stand at the current assessment, and I'll talk to Matt if he indicated a different value.
I can
or-
come back and present the board with the RFP. It does not say we'll be providing 10 parking spaces, absolutely not. So if you want, we'll do that
But
right
you
now.
did go through with it, though, still. I mean,
Because right, I think I explained the
Right.
reasoning why. And that speculative type of value and that assemblage value is not subject to assessments in New York State. It has to be a value in use.
If you could send over, it would be good for the file, if nothing else, but if you
Sure.
could send over the original RFP, that would be
Right.
great.
Yeah, and please follow up with Matt.
Yeah, no, we
No
will.
disrespect, but please follow up with Matt. He knows that this was switched over as a lengthy negotiation. We've been trying to acquire this for decades. And in the last 4 years, we've had all kinds of scenarios. And finally, the city proposed a straight-up sale. And it did not contemplate free parking for the city. That was after the appraisal and after the negotiation.
Okay. Michelle, you can provide your email address
writing it down
for
right
that,
now.
yeah, for that RFP. Okay, and so Matt's out sick, I think, so we'll definitely check with him based on what you're saying as well, and see what can be put together here. I don't know. Anybody have any questions? Any confirmation or, no? Anything else you want to add?
No, we'll submit the RFP initially.
I
and-
don't think we, definitely would like that, but anything else? No? Okay. And when did you confer with Matt?
2 weeks ago.
Okay.
We talked to him about this informally, and he was very respectful and just said that he's kind of conflicted because he has one of these parking spaces.
Right, right. But obviously he knows about
Oh, no,
everything
yeah, I don't
that you
think
just told us.
I don't believe he'll push back on any of this, but we'll see.
Okay, all right, that sounds good. Okay, with that then, we'll look for the RFP to Michelle. We'll go through all this stuff, check with Matt, and then the city will send you a notice first week of April.
Fantastic.
Okay?
Thank
Yeah,
you all.
Thank you for coming in.
Bye.
The,
Yep.
Is your father still alive?
Yeah, he's still around,
Okay, my father and him were friends back in the day, did some stuff at Shop City and so on and so forth. Yeah, good. Tell him Joe Saya said hello.
yeah. I know the name, yeah.
Yes, thank you. Take care, thank you.
Right.
If we put a building there, there won't be any spots.
Okay, you're not talking about parking garage, right?
Okay, yeah, this is ready to go. I got Ann's information.
Parking's at a premium around here, obviously.
Gentleman here.
Yeah.
That's the fixing. Here's jacking. All right, someone big here.
If that's true. Yeah, yep. They figure they got 'em. How are you, sir?
Very good, good morning.
Good morning. Just want to confirm, I'll swear you in a minute, but I have in my hand 407 James, 1000 West Chestnut, 25 Erie Boulevard East, 403 East Fayette, and 314 Ainsley.
Yes,
All right.
that is correct.
And I have them in this order, which is what we have on the sheet.
Any order is fine for
Any
me.
order is fine as far as
Whatever
you're
you-
concerned. Okay, that sounds good. Then we'll move this.
Uh,
Go ahead and go there. Let me just make a couple notes here. Okay, if I could swear you in, yep. Raise your right hand. State your name for the record.
Nicholas Connolly?
You affirm to tell the truth and give accurate information to the best of your ability.
I do.
Okay, thank you very much. And so let's go ahead and take the first property then, if no particular order is requested, 407 James Street.
James Street, that's correct.
And let me just get the petition out here. Okay. 407 James Street. This is a gas station. Current tentative assessed value $870,000 with a land value of $250,000. The equatable market value is $1,673,077. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $167,308, and that would be an equatable assessed value of $87,000. All right, and are any of, well, is this one in litigation by chance?
Yes, I believe that there
407
are
James Street.
pending,
Yes.
there are pending years, I believe.
Are all of them in litigation?
I believe, yes, that's my
Okay,
understanding.
and that's fine,
Yeah.
it's just for my
Yes.
note-taking and, is all. All right, so this is in litigation, 407 James Street, okay. I'll turn this over to you.
This property, 407 James Street, consists of a 7-Eleven convenience store with a gas station. It contains a 2,000 square foot convenience store with 8 fuel pumps. It has not been purchased in the past few years, and it has not had any recent renovation work. There are no mortgages on the property, and the property is self-insured. This particular location is operated as a wholesale run store, meaning a wholesaler runs and manages the retail sales. And the applicant that I'm here on behalf of owns the property, but leases the building only to an operator. And I believe that lease was provided to the City Board of Assessment review. And what has also been provided is an assessment analysis which values the property for our purposes. And what was done in this workup was a component was derived for the square footage of the building, and because the building has 22,000 square feet, an amount of a market rate of $25 was used, and that was added with a land component of $25 per square foot for the land, and once capitalized, that comes to a value of 1.19 million to just under 1.2 million, and the actual assessment is 1.6 million. So what was provided was the lease, the valuation analysis showing our opinion of value, and we're happy to provide any other information that may be requested, and we intend to fully cooperate with the Board of Assessment review, and we appreciate your consideration of the application.
And any information on your...
Again, in litigation, but you said your value came up at 1.5? Is that what?
No, I'm sorry, 1.19 million.
Okay. And are the current 25 income and expenses in there, or are you just going by?
Well, that was based off of was just what we feel the market value would be based on the market rent and for market rent for both the improvement and for the land.
Okay, but the actuals are not in your petition, or not in the petition?
Well, it's an owner occupied, but for the wholesale component, so we provided everything that our client has.
Okay, so he has not given you like the income and expenses as far as he's concerned? Or, I guess I'm just looking for the actuals, not again, could be better, could be worse.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I will see if the client can provide that information. It may not exist to the extent that it pertains to the real estate, because the convenience store itself is owner occupied. But I will attempt to clarify that.
Okay.
The convenience store is owner occupied? Or, I thought the convenience store...
No, I'm sorry, I'm confusing the two 7-Elevens. Yes, this one in particular is operated as a wholesale run store, and we did provide the lease for that. So that one is, that there is a rental component.
Okay. Well, I think we're looking for a breakdown of all the actual numbers.
Yes.
Michelle will provide you with her email address for that information.
Okay.
Okay. Good. Okay.
You guys have the email address, or should I do that at the end? Or
It's at the end.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, she'll give it to you at the end, sure. Okay, we got some information from the city as well. So I think we're in good shape there as to what we're looking for. And when do you think you can get that information to us?
I'll try to get it as soon as possible, hopefully within a week, but we'll do the best we can.
Okay, I would,
Is there a specific deadline? I know you're.
let me
currently
use
meeting.
next Friday, the 20th, because that could be the last day that that's looking like it's the last day that we're going to be in public session, if you will. Okay. So that would be before we go into executive session and then start making decisions. So if you would be able to get that to us by, so that's, roughly 10 days, that should be sufficient. So February 20, Friday, February 20th.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so then we have 1000 West Genesee Street. And just want to read some information in here. 1000 West Genesee Street is a convenience store. And current tentative assessed value, $1,100,000 with a land value of $639,000. That would be a fair market value of $2,115,300 $385. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $211,538. That would be an assessed value of $110,000. This is a 7-Eleven, I believe, and that's basically all of the information with respect to the application.
This matter is a 7-Eleven convenience store similar to the last one. Unlike the last one, this one is fully owner-occupied. It contains a 3,520 square foot convenience store with 12 fuel pumps. An assessment analysis was provided, and it concludes a market value of $2 million, just about $2 million even, and the assessment is $2.1 million. So our assessment workup here is not showing a significant reduction, but still something. And that value was derived by applying $25 per square foot to the 3,500 square foot improvement, and subtracting 10% for expenses, as well as adding $25 a square foot for the land value, and capitalizing that value, applying the equalization rate, and coming to a value of $2 million, as I had said. Once again, similar to the last property, this property was not purchased within the past 3 years. There has not been significant renovations recently, and there are no mortgages on the property, and the property is self-insured. I'm happy to answer any questions you have, or review further with the client if there's any further information that you may need.
I mean, same thing, actual P&Ls or income and expense versus an analysis of, but you're basically saying we're off by 100,000, correct?
That's
But,
correct.
and these are currently in litigation, but we do normally request the actuals, not a, an analysis.
Okay. So probably going to be the same request for all of them, I would guess.
I'm gonna guess, yes.
You have everything set up the same way, I assume?
This one, the property is owner-occupied, so there's not rental information. I'm not sure if that's what the city's requesting. Is the city requesting the rental data? Because there is no.
Oh, not if it's owner-occupied.
But you still have I mean, there's still income in,
That the business is generating.
Yes.
but what about your
Business income.
losses and even just your expenditures on the building itself? That you would normally show on any type of income and or expense, if something exists.
Okay, and submitted. Okay, next property, 1625 Erie Boulevard East. This is a supermarket, 1625 Erie Boulevard East. We have a current tentative assessed value of $3,483,150 with a land value of $800,540. That would be a market value of $6,698,365. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $669,837, and that would be an assessed value $348,315. Okay. What can you tell, what supermarket is this?
This is the Price Right,
Okay.
and it consists of 36,360 square feet. And Wakefern net leases this square foot supermarket and subleases it to Price Right. We have provided the lease agreement between the owner and Wakefern, as well as the sublease between Wakefern and Price Right. We provided a valuation analysis which demonstrates our opinion of value and explains how we arrived at that value. And we did arrive at that value by applying a rental square foot, a market rent of $12 per square foot to the 36,360 square feet, which resulted in a gross rent total of $436,000, and applied a 7.5% vacancy loss to arrive at an effective gross income of $403,000, and applied 15% expenses to arrive at net operating income of $343,000, using a base capitalization rate of 8.5%, and applying an effective tax rate. We concluded a total cap rate of 11.7%, and after applying that to the net operating income of $343,000, concluded an indicated value of $2.9 million, and that is our opinion of value on this property. Again, this is a 36,360 square foot lease supermarket, and we provided the lease and we provided the sublease. And there's are also 2 years pending on this matter, 2024 and 2025. On this matter, as well as all of the matters that are on before the court, I'm more than happy to discuss with the city, whether it's a city attorney or if they have higher tax discharge counsel or the assessor, whomever the city has handled their tax certs. I'm more than happy to discuss in the coming days all of the pending years on this matter. Again, please note our willingness to satisfy the board's request, and if there's any further information we can provide, please let us know.
Again, litigation, but, so there's a lease and then a sublease, you said, right?
That's correct.
The file's pretty thick, so I'm assuming that's in here.
Okay.
Anything additional on this? No. All right, that sounds good. All right, then we have 403 East Fayette Street.
Petitioner on that, could you advise who the petitioner on that, the owner?
AT&T Communications.
We have reviewed that matter and have decided to no longer pursue that, so we will withdraw that matter. We are hereby withdrawing that matter,
Okay,
that application.
so 403 East Fayette Street, we're going to withdraw.
That's the AT&T.
AT&T Communications. Yep, okay. Let me just make a note here. Just withdrawn, Michelle, verbally is okay, doesn't have to do anything as far as written email or anything. No. Okay. last property then, 314-16 Ainsley Drive. Okay, self-storage unit, 314-16 Ainsley Drive. Current tentative assessed value of $4,070,000 with a land value of $515,000. That would be a market value of $7,826,923. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $782,692, and that would be an assessed value of $407,000. Okay, and this is, self-storage facility.
So this property consists of a self-storage facility. It contains 740 rental units, and we have provided the 2025 rent roll showing the 740 units, and I believe it contains the size and the rental for each. We also have provided the most recently available income and expense statement, outlining all the income and all the expenses, and the net income, the net operating income, I believe it shows $504,000 on the statement, and the rental income itself and before the expenses is $1.47 million. And we've reviewed this matter and believe that if the appropriate deduction for business value is applied as well as the expenses are removed and a capitalization rate was applied, that it would show a value of approximately $6 million up against a $7.8 million equalized value. We provide all the available information regarding the rent roll and income and expense, and please note our willingness to satisfy the board's requests. And if there's any further information you would like to see, we'll be happy to try to obtain that.
And then just on the, looks like, I didn't look at the others, but I'm looking at this one. Because it's in is this in litigation? This is in litigation. You do 10%, that's where you get your market value as far as the petition is concerned. 10% of this current tentative assessed value. And any additional information?
Yeah, I just want to verify that it is in litigation, but you're pretty sure, okay. It wasn't on my list, but.
Okay.
I mean, I know
I'll
we've
confirm
reviewed
that.
the mini warehouse, the self-storage in the last couple of years,
Yeah,
so.
I remember.
Yeah.
You said you did review. Yeah, we did. Or you did.
So.
And,
Well, I'll confirm that, and
Yeah,
I
that's
will
why I
also,
wasn't sure
I
either.
like to reach out to.
I mean, if your expenditures are in there, we'll obviously, if it's not, we'll take a look.
And
Okay.
I will confirm, and either way, I would like to, reach out to the city, whether it be the assessor or the city, whomever the city likes the petitioner's attorneys to correspond with, to try to get this and other open matters resolved.
So we're not sure about this being in litigation. Who would he call if he's mentioned it
Oh, Matt,
five
the
times
commissioner.
now? Call Matt, okay. So you would call Matt OJ. What's the main number?
448-8270. He's probably won't be until next week, though.
Right.
And
No, that's
his
fine. I'm
position
just saying
He's the
going
commissioner.
forward. He's the commissioner of the assessment office. And if you did need to reach out, so we're going to be looking for a bunch of information, by the February 20th.
On the matters we discussed earlier?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
And then going forward, though, he's out sick, so it might be in Monday or Tuesday. But yeah, this way you got a point of contact if there's any issue with respect to that information, as well as anything else you have.
And I'm sorry, how do you spell his last name?
Yeah.
OJA.
O-J-A, okay. But as far as who to send the information to?
It's going to go to Michelle,
To
and
go
she's
to
going to give
Michelle,
you
okay.
her
For next
email
week, okay.
address. Yeah, we'll get you all squared up. Anything else you want to add on
That's
anything?
all. Thank you. Thank you for your time, and I appreciate you taking the time to meet with us.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. And Ann, you're good on everything. John, you're always good, so no problem.
So what's happening with the next, are we scheduled?
So the next three, Renee texted me and said that she called. She had just landed at the airport. She should be here by 11:30.
Okay.
No, it's
I said her kids.
Her one daughter is
they're
older,
from
but
Union Gal.
the other kids, I think, are still in high school. But yeah, that's a funny thing there, where it used to just happen to fall on a snow day, right? Funny. I felt the tires.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
With friends like this, who needs enemies, right?
It just caught me.
Well, I
No, I should have known.
understand your point on that, there's something, but
If you're not gonna, take it, or, my point is, that
he said that he thought that she had been trying, but.
who wants to buy it? I understand. There's a
Yeah,
price, you just have to
exactly.
get to the price where somebody
Yeah,
wants to buy
I
it.
could see that.
She just paid 175 for it, she probably doesn't have that much to throw away.
No, I just, I know it.
You know,
What color's the roof and rail?
It was up within a week.
Yeah. It was, never ending. I'm glad the guy did this.
Yeah, she texted me.
And the other ones are rescheduled.
Just the South Ave. That's the only one that they had asked me about, but that's what I'm confused about. Because they also have these ones. So, yeah, she had texted me at 11:02.
$1.
is the west. Another branch is the west side. No signage other than a little plastic. Gutter. I don't know how long Artie survived. Way back. I know that. Well, my uncle
And how are you?
Good, how are you?
So you just flew in?
I did.
How was the flight?
It was fine, bumpy, but it's okay.
From where? City way here?
Our offices are on Long Island, so I flew in from JFK.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good.
Yes, short flight.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, good. Maybe a little windy, but, okay, so there, just to confirm, and then I'm going to swear you in, the 3 properties?
Yes.
Okay. And is there any particular order that you wanted them to be read in?
No,
No? Okay.
whatever works for everybody.
Okay. There is a sheet here, and I think they're right here. So I'll read them in that order. Okay. Okay, let me just make a couple notes here, and that'll be that. Sue, this is 20. Okay, if you could raise your right hand and state your name for the record.
Nicole Forcelli of Forcelli Deegan Tirana.
You affirm to tell the truth and give accurate information to the best of your ability?
I do.
Okay, thank you. All right, so we have 394 Velasco Road and Onondaga Boulevard, it looks like. 394 Velasco Road. Okay, so this is a Walgreens?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, 394 Velasco Road, this is a Walgreens, current tentative assessed value $1,300,000 with a land value of $254,500.
Yes.
Okay, and that would be a fair market value of, based on that assessment of $2,500,000.
Yes, but it's worth noting, you might have been about to say this, that.
You go first, but I'll
Either
say
way.
you're right.
This particular Walgreens, you'll notice, is much lower value than the other 2. The reason for that is because part of this building is located in the town of Gates. So the assessment,
Yes.
Yeah, that's,
Sorry.
oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the city line goes right there. Get to Rochester.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, exactly.
I have so many Walgreens and I get them mixed up. Sorry. So anyway, that's
Okay, all
the
right,
assessment
I got
for
you.
a portion of the building, I guess you would say.
All right, so no problem. Let me just finish in those numbers then. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $750,000 based on that, and the equatable assessed value is $390,000. Okay. Okay, and if I could ask, is this one in litigation?
Yes, so all 3 of these we filed, I was up here at the Board of Assessment Review last year.
Okay.
And there wasn't any reduction, so we do have a pending case for the 2025 tax year,
Okay.
which usually means you guys don't want to talk about it, which is fine, I don't take it personally.
Well, and I just confirmed that, but no, we are free to talk about it and discuss and make decisions, so on and so forth.
Okay.
But the city, will just say a thing or two, and that'll be that because of the litigation. So, okay, fair enough. I turn it over to you then, or?
Okay, so I submitted a fairly large package.
Yes, got that.
So I think hopefully you guys have enough materials to kind of see where we're coming from, but yeah, we're just hoping for reduction. I would just also point out, you know, on our grievances, we have to put very, very low values because it would be malpractice not to, if God forbid someone were to find out down the road that the property has environmental contamination or something. But what we do feel the property is worth, if there hadn't been an environmental contamination or anything like that, is in our package, which we're seeing a lot of comparable sales. I'm sure you've seen on the news that Walgreens is doing very, very poorly. They're closing 1,200 stores. So they're not selling for what they once were. And just as an example, one of the other properties that we'll discuss later, and also in Syracuse, was vacant for years, and then now they're subleasing to Dollar Tree for a fraction of what the rents that they used to get. So we're hoping for a value, you know, a full market value of roughly $2 million on the whole building. So for this particular property, since only I think about 2/3 of the building is in the city, we would say a fair market value of around 1.3 million, which equates to an assessed value of around 760,000.
All right, fair enough. Okay. Ann?
Ken, maybe I'm not allowed, but are you filing in Geddes too? The other half of the other third of the store? Because their dates and everything are different than ours.
Right. I actually don't remember if we filed last year in Geddes or not. I would have to check that, and I know I believe they're a May, July jurisdiction.
Their grievance is normally the fourth Tuesday in May.
Yeah, I
But
think.
they might do it different because there's,
I think you're right. So, I don't know yet if we're gonna file. I would have to wait still till the assessment comes out in May. And I can't recall if we filed last year on the other third. But I could look that up and get back to you.
I was just
Yeah. I don't remember if I actually have another Walgreens in the Rochester area where part of it is in Gates. And we filed in one municipality and not the other because we felt that one municipality was high and we felt that the other municipality was fair. So I just can't remember for this one.
What are you trying to say? All right. The city submitted some stuff in general, and I think anything you want to add, or pretty good shape as far as
No, I
this one's
think
concerned?
I tried to be thorough in my package. So I think everything's in there. And if anyone has any questions, I'm happy to answer them.
Yeah, we'll go through what you submitted, certainly. Okay, so next one then is 401 West Seneca Turnpike. Okay, and this is a Walgreens also. .401 West Seneca Turnpike and Valley Drive. Current tentative assessed value, $2,180,000 with a land value of $450,000. That would be a market value of $4,192,308. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $1,257,692. And that would be a assessed value of $654,000. Okay. And we've got a bunch of information that you submitted. Pretty much same information, same argument.
Yes, same situation, although, just to point out, this is the property that's subleased to Dollar Tree. They're only paying an annual rent of $145,000 a year. So our feeling is, if anything, this particular property should certainly be lower.
Okay. And this is the Dollar Tree one.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ann?
Again, it's in litigation. Is that lease is in there?
Yes, it's in our package. And also, my package has my email address on it, so anything you guys ever need, you can give me a call or shoot me an email, and usually pretty available.
Okay. And Ann submitted
It didn't sell back
information.
in 23.
Yeah, I had that on your sheet, so
Okay.
April 12th of 2021. And I've got a date of 12/3/2020, but thereabouts. $4,150,000.
And that's prior to when they were still Walgreens.
Right. And I would also just point out that, it's pretty well settled case law that if a sale is older than 3 years, it's stale and not supposed to be relevant to the value because the market changes so much over the years. And I kind of tried to address that by putting also all the articles at the end of my package about just kind of showing the tremendous financial changes and hardships that Walgreens has encountered over the last couple of years and how much the situation has changed.
Last one here is 2329 James Street. And this is a Walgreens also. Current tentative assessed value of $1,950,000 with a land value of $1,150,000. That would be a market value of $3,750,000. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $1,125,000, and that would be an equatable assessed value of $585,000. And same thing here.
Yeah, same thing here. I included, I don't know, maybe 9 or 10 comparable sales of other Walgreens that sold in like the $2 million range. Also submitted a package, and if anyone has any questions or needs any further information, I'm happy to help with whatever I can.
Okay. Ann?
Same, I've just some litigation, and, we'll review any new information.
Yeah, I did put that down. Okay. Anything you want to add in closing?
I don't think so. Just, I'm available if anyone needs anything further.
Ann? Okay. All right.
Actually, the next flight is until 4, so I'm gonna go hang out at the airport for a little while.
Yeah. Well, safe travels, certainly.
Thank you.
And,
Thank you.
We've got your information as far as contact, but I think we're in pretty good shape at this point, given the litigation and so on and so forth.
Right, of course.
But we, on our end, will still go through everything you submitted. The city will send out notices first week of April, 3 separate notices.
Okay, great. Thanks,
Thank you very
everybody.
much. Thank you. Safe travels.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You as well. Okay. What I would, I mean, do what you want, of course, but you might want to correspond back and say that you. Yeah, I'll definitely.
In this weather.
Probably get a client to pay for a plane ticket, so what the heck, might as well go to Syracuse. Seems like an unnecessary trip.
Yes, yes.
What's going on with these?
These are going to be moved to the 20th.
Well, if you don't show it, they can take it time. So. Whether they
She
would or
probably
not.
could have contacted an attorney here in town
Yeah.
that
Oh,
was
that's-
appeared for or something. But you're right, I think they do have to, there has to be some kind
If they provide stuff like she did, technically if they're not here, you could still consider it all.
Right.
Some places just have.
I'm just going to, yes, yep. Shell made us aware. And
Businesses, they probably
I'm just going to close up the
Yeah.
meeting here, and, yep, got that as far as tomorrow's concerned. Okay, so we have 4 more properties that we're not going to read them in because we believe they've been moved to February 20th, Friday, February 20th. So we'll take care of that at that time, and that'll complete all the hearings for today. And thank you very much. Thank you.